I'm going to leave these books here, and if some invisible, mysterious book fairy decides they want to read these before even I read them, which is really special treatment, I'll have you know, you can read these, invisible book fairy, and then I'll take them when you're done.
By God, I really hope Walnerios' title in the library is Book Fairy.
Book fairy.
By God, I hope that's a thing. Now here we have the mysterious Book Fairy. Don't fucking call me that.
He's pissed. He's just like, wait, how long has he been here?
Months.
He's wasted his entire time being here. Fucking happy old bird.
Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm happy 9/11 happened. That's the equivalent of what you just fucking did.
Estrada is unapologetic.
You know what? I don't think Hitler was that wrong.
And now, the continuation.
Hello everybody, and welcome to our very first episode of When the DM Smiles. I'm your incompetent DM, Michael.
And I am the youngest role player here, Caitlin.
I'm Gwen, your Cuban coffee girl, because I'm running on pure caffeine.
I'm Najee, the really overworked person, but I did this to myself, so I can't complain.
I'm Rye. I'm the owner of this channel, and I'm not in charge this time.
I'm the owner of this channel, so all the money goes to me.
All the money, because
Joel, I expect at least a 5-way cut of that $7 you're going to get at the end of the month.
how the fuck am I supposed to do that?
Well, simply put, we take 7 and divide it by 5.
It doesn't work.
That's enough for a McDonald's coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my! Ooh,
Gwen
I could go to the dollar
benefits.
store. I could go to the
Yeah,
dollar
see,
store.
Gwen
with that.
immediately benefits from that.
Hey,
And welcome to our very first episode of When the DM Smiles, or rather, first episode as far as you people know.
This has been a trial and error.
It's very much error, though.
A lot of trials. Trials HD. I remember that video game.
We've been through some things. We've all said some things, and we've grown closer.
And maybe the games that we played were the friends we made along the way.
Maybe it was. Is it games with friends, or am I
Is it-
playing a game with my friends? We'll never know.
But is it a Game of Thrones?
What the? Where did
Okay,
we?
I recently got into that show. I see why people are addicted to that.
Right?
Oh, I'm gonna have to take Najee through all of it. Then.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Same thing with Gwen.
I just went through the last season, and I'm going to go through the other seasons, but it's going to be scary.
Yeah.
I've been through season 1, season 6.
Yeah.
Are we on 6?
No.
We're not on 6?
No, we're not on 6.
5?
No.
7?
Yes.
Okay. I'm 1 and 7. Those are under my bucket.
what are numbers? We just don't know.
I don't know, but they all come after each other, so
One comes
You're really
after 0.
fucking snarky with me tonight.
it's my character. I'm trying to warm up.
I see.
Hey, I should probably try to warm up mine as well.
So, I believe our first foray into the D&D world, as far as the listeners know, should begin with a backstory.
Oh boy.
Lore.
This,
Should we be taking notes?
I have it right here if you
Okay.
guys want notes.
Sorry to interrupt.
This is the story that everybody is told in the society when they're first indicted into it. The realm is not as it seems at first glance. To a majority of the sentient beings that reside in it, they believe their trivial matters are the most important. These people are blind to the fact that their realm was almost destroyed almost 5 lifetimes ago. 5 terrible creatures rose from the depths of some unknown hell, the likes of which the realm had never seen before. Giant, terrible monsters that touched the sky and towered even over the tallest man-made structure. These 5, dubbed the Malignant by those who know the truth, began to tread their way across the realm, causing endless destruction in their wake simply by existing. Their goals unknown, their size terrifying, and their powers overwhelming, Unchecked, they would have destroyed the entire realm and reduced it to a hollow shell of what it once was, were it not for the Majestic. They say he appeared in front of the Malignant coated in a holy white aura and carried what appeared to be a massive paintbrush. No one knows who he was or where he came from. His purpose in the story is all the same. The Malignants left behind gigantic trails and trenches of what could only be described as multicolored ink. Ink that the Majestic used to seal these beasts away in the earth from whence they came, using their own powers to trap them away forever. But sometimes, things don't go as intended. The ink, though magical, would dry and fade as if common ink on parchment, and the Majestic couldn't be around forever to do it. So, those touched by the hideous nature of the Malignant wished to repay him for making sure the bonds that kept the monsters down was maintained. So, the Majestic stayed with them as long as he could, until his mortal body failed him and left his followers behind. The followers made quick work of the area. They coated all of the tainting ink and kept it in a refined area for them to access should the need arrive. 1 to 2 families grew into a small town, then a city, and then finally, a way of life. So, in this society, everyone maintains the secret. The secret in the center of the town, held together by so much ink and untruths that so long as the Majestic's brush, nothing will happen. We cannot allow the outside society to know the power that ink. We cannot allow them to know what dwells here, just under their feet. We uphold this secret, not for ourselves, but for the world, as the Majestic would want it to be. Everyone in this group is a part of this society. Through one way or another, you all came here through your own machinations, or even by hands of fate guiding you here. Some found and indicted. Some asked to be a part. Some part of the centuries of lineage that come here. But the point is, you are all part of the society, this hustling, bustling society dedicated solely to the understanding of this magical ink. This is your way of life. This is your life. And ultimately, it's all you know. Please, God, tell me I didn't fucking break up during any of that.
You did
Nope,
really good.
you didn't. You're all good.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. I awkwardly bow. Thank you.
I'm so excited.
I know, that's a really good premise.
So, in this little society that's about half the size of Neverwinter, I want to say,
Okay.
all of you have your own duties to the society. Some of you take care of some of the chores. Some take care of the libraries. Some the churches, the training grounds. Some other various odd jobs such as farming and what have you. So, if it would be okay, I'd like to go through everybody's day, their common everyday scenarios, if that'd be okay.
Buh.
The whispering of...
Yeah, remember guys, this is a fucking role play. This is not story time.
me and Gwen just kind of like went.
Establishment.
This cold
so
open.
Oh, this cold open's awesome. Oh no, I'm a part of it. Oh no, I'm a person.
Gwen was so much more gentle.
So, the society is pretty well known and established, but you guys are going to help build it right now.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So, who will go first?
I can't keep up with your mood swings, Gwen. You're
She's
like,
happy and then she's sad and then she's happy.
Wally, because I'm going to call you Wally because I'm never going to remember how to pronounce your name. Pronounce it for everybody's.
For the class.
Wait, what?
Walnerius?
Walnerios.
Walnerios, okay.
Oh my god, I'm calling him Wally.
I'm calling you Wally. Okay, Wally. What does Wally's day look like?
Okay, so you don't actually see, at least for the most part, you don't see, quote unquote Wally around much. But you will, if you look at just the right time, you'll see them like a huge 9-foot figure just stalking, just skulking about in the back of the library. And then, you'll hear him, and then the next time you turn the corner, it's just gone. It's just not
Holy
there.
shit, it's
which
a
is
fucking
weird.
Yeti.
So yeah, basically for everybody listening, this class is basically Bigfoot. It's a fucking tall, furry thing that disappears whenever the fuck it wants to.
Quick,
it's
somebody
a
take a picture.
librarian from Metro 2033.
Huh, I wonder if that's a reference to Najee.
Shut up. Oh god, but yeah, no. Wally spends most of the time, in the library, gathering knowledge, reading books, possibly even eavesdropping on conversation to learn secrets. The usual stuff.
Holy fucking shit! So as I was telling Candy, oh my god, a troll! Oh my god, a troll!
And for those,
He's like 9 foot, right?
9-foot monstrosity.
yeah, and for those wondering, the class is called how do you say that properly? Fireblog or whatever?
Like, I think it's a Fearbolg.
Yeah, Fearbolg.
Firbolg.
Yeah,
Whatever that
Fearbolg.
is. Yeah,
and
that's
that's
it.
the race, not the class.
He's
Yeah.
fucking 9 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's probably like leaning over the actual like library cases, so there's just barely his nose sticking out and everything, just like looking down at people like holy
Straight up.
fucking
I
shit.
question how a Fearbolg robe would work.
Straight up.
I mean,
straight up fucking
its size
Kilroy
is
with zero
considered
to
as
top
a
of
medium,
himself.
so there's no negatives.
It's 9 foot tall. How is that a medium?
Look it up.
In the fucking
You
building.
can barely fit in the library. How is this fucking medium?
Its
Listen,
size is
my
medium.
My ceilings in my house are only 7 feet tall.
Our ceiling is like 7 feet.
Oh my
Less.
god.
More.
How are you medium? I'm medium and I'm only 5'7".
He's a human. That's like calling our June medium.
Right?
She's
Like,
small.
fucking, I think by the barest technicality, you are medium-sized if you are less than 10 feet tall.
Bullshit.
Clearest of technicalities.
Bullshit. Okay, so.
So
You're currently reading in the back of the library, correct?
Yes.
Are you visible to anybody?
I am not. No.
Are you a part of any major religions or temples around the society? Is that much of an intense question?
Let me see here. I do have the if I could have my shit up, but I am actually a god. I forget the god's name. I have to pull up all my notes. I'm still looking for them now. But for at least the class, I'm actually a cleric of knowledge. So he is dedicated to the learning and the spread of said knowledge for the good of mankind and everybody else.
Istis. I think Istis is knowledge.
Is it Istis?
Istis is destiny.
Mm-hmm. And like fate and time.
We'll probably make up a god or something.
Okay.
So that would mean that you regularly go to the temple, correct?
Yes.
All right.
But
So
but not in the traditional sense, because I do have a skill that's like a passive ability that actually does let me it's a form of alter self, but in this form I can actually make myself 3 feet shorter just to blend in with everybody.
See, with this, I can safely ride on all the carnival rides.
See?
So I imagine at your table currently, you are holding up a book that is seemingly floating in midair, or is there just a book open?
There's a few books open, like 3 or 4.
Okay. So at that point, there's an elderly man that walks into the library, and as he walks by the front desk, nodding very quickly to a figure that you can't see immediately, he begins walking through the books, inspecting them, pulling them out, looking at the cover, and then slipping them back in. And as soon as he gets back to you, and as soon as he gets near your table, he smiles a little bit and looks over his shoulder. Well, Nerios, you should know by now that knowledge cannot be hidden. This man is the head of the temples. The temples in this society are well known mostly due to the fact that anybody who wants to worship anything can come here and worship it freely. The Majestic is a very big holy figure around here, but anybody can worship pretty much anything. And this guy knows you pretty well due to the fact that well, you're a fucking cleric.
All right, so after like a few seconds pass by, I'm just gonna like peek around the corner, just like looking at him. It's like I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna like,
So you're just
fucking
peeking around the
spotted.
corner.
yeah, like because like he knows like I know he's looking in my direction, so I'm just gonna like, shit, you found me.
I understand that you're very nervous about everything, but at the same time, you must be a little bit more open to talking to people.
I mean,
And that-
well, I'm not sure what they would say if I was, 9 feet tall, and a descendant from giants. I'm not really sure, how that would fly around here.
Hold on, everybody. Najee's got a fucking character voice. Oh my god. Holy shit. You get inspiration just for having a voice.
I got really
Oh
confused.
my god.
So
I
proud.
fucking love it.
I got really confused for a
expecting
second.
Najee voice.
You were expecting Najee voice, yeah.
Fuck, I'll give a character Najee voice just to keep the balance. Me and Caitlin looking at each other with growing grins. It's like, oh my god, he's got a voice.
I never really did characters with voices, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try it out.
And
It's
just
so
make
good.
just make a king go, yo, what's poppin', B?
Yo, that's fine. You want to check out my fucking anime mouse pads?
Do you like titties or ass?
God.
Check out my fucking model figurines.
Oh god.
Okay, so the man looks over at you for a moment and chuckles. Yes, but at the same time, you have to understand that this is not the outside world that would judge you for this. We are all essentially family. You know you are loved.
All right, so I'm just gonna like step out from behind the bookshelf. I'm just gonna like sit down back at the table. Just like flipping the page. Just continue what I was reading off. Yeah, I know, but it's still. I've had to deal with some shit back then, and it's not really that wonderful. Not very pleasant.
I'm absolutely understanding of this. So, and he sits across from you. What are you reading?
Well, I've read. I'm reading some history here about the malignant. Seeing how the ink came to be. Just researching, just mostly.
All wonderful things to be doing research on. How long have you been here, Melanerios?
Hold on. So I'm gonna go back. I'm going to like. There's a stack of books like a couple feet away. And then there's like a piece of paper to like when it first came in. 2 hours, 4 days. Sorry, 4 days, 2 hours, and 16 minutes.
You've been in the library for 4 days.
I mean, yeah. Is anything wrong with that?
No, I admire the absolute dedication. I also like to imagine that he literally tells time by counting the books. I've been here for...
I've been here for $5.
I've been...
For $5. And the books that he's reading, it's like there's at least like 45 books just alone there, just in that one stack, all neatly organized, so he knows exactly where to put it back.
You are aware that you can take these to your dwelling, correct?
Yeah, but I like to be where all the knowledge is. That way
Always
I don't have to
admire.
move as far.
Always admirable. Plus, it would also be very concerning to see an entire bundle of books currently being shifted around invisibly. That would seem awkward, wouldn't it?
I mean, they could take them. I'll just, just go invisible.
You can't solve all your problems by going invisible.
I'm just gonna go invisible.
That proves nothing.
I'm just gonna be visible again.
This solves nothing.
And the cycle repeats itself.
So, what are you even doing here? How'd you know?
I simply-
what's going on?
It's been quite a while since I've seen you at the temple. I wanted to make sure that you, A, did not get buried in books, B, have been eating, and C, haven't been eating the books.
No, no.
Hides the one that has a noticeable bite mark out of it.
It's like, no, no.
Well, Nerios.
Okay, listen, it was a cookbook, okay, and it just got so appetizing.
Ultimately, I simply just wanted to make sure that you were going to be okay.
Oh
Again,
yeah.
I know how lost you get in your studies, but just know that I am here for you, along with all the others at the temple. They have been worried about you. They have missed your very noticeable presence around, but they have missed you.
Yeah, it's nice to feel missed. You know what? I think I may later on during the day. I'll stop by the temple, say hi, get some
They would-
actual food. I've been eating nothing but lots and lots of peanuts. You get tired of peanuts really quickly.
Where have you been getting peanuts?
I just, disguise myself, go down to the, the place which sells fruit, snacks, things like that. Just buy, 2-3 bags at a time.
So let me get this straight. You go invisible, you go down to the market, you pay for the peanuts, and then you bring them back up to the library.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Does nobody question why an invisible creature is buying peanuts with an actual money?
I mean, listen, they never notice. And they always see peanuts missing in the appropriate amount there. Listen, I'm not a thief, I'm just pragmatic is all.
And I will always, always be thankful for this. Now, the day is getting young. I do have to continue my walk around the society after all. I do hope to see you again at the temple, and it was always, always lovely to talk to you.
Yeah, that's the same. I'll see you later. By the way, what's his name? Forgot to write it down.
Landon.
Okay.
Landon, alright.
All right. So, as Landon begins to walk out, he suddenly stops at the front desk, and he leans over for a moment, and then knocks directly on it. Arjun. Arjun.
What? What? Sorry, what?
Is that you or Arjun?
What? No, that's Arjun.
I'm sorry, that was a very Gwen thing to also experience. I simply wanted to ask how you were doing down there.
Fine. I mean, all of the books are back in place. I didn't move them or anything.
I'm aware, and I'm also very thankful that you're doing your job despite your kind of does the little hand wave kind of thing around your waistline. Size.
Well, I mean, someone has to be able to put the books down on the low shelves. It'll hurt somebody else's back to make them do it.
You are an absolute credit to this library, Arjun. She left, didn't she?
She did.
I missed that because it cut out. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. You are an absolute credit to this library, Arjun.
I try. Okay. Oh, I meant to ask. Has anyone managed to fill my requisition?
He grins a little bit, and he leans over a little bit more, kind of resting his head on his fist. And remind me what that requisition was again, Arjun?
Well, I mean, we only have volumes 3 of Velkin's journals on the lexicon of the ancient Astartes runic speech, and I was hoping to finish learning how to write in that language, so it would be really helpful to not have scattered bits and pieces in the middle of the series.
He smiles a little bit. So were you looking for 1, 2, 4, beginning, and what are we looking for?
Well, I mean, we have 3 and 5, and I think there are 8 of them.
Well, thankfully, a trader did come by earlier today, and it just so happens, and he pulls out a thicker tome from his sleeve that's got an emblazoned 4 in Roman numerals on the spine of it.
Do you have a bag of holding in your sleeve?
Sleeve holding.
It's a sleeve of holding.
Okay, so am I gonna get in trouble if I read that before I file it away?
That depends on if Lord Theros says anything about it. And at
I
that
will
part,
read it.
and at that point, the doors get thrown open, and a much older man with a thicker beard and a stockier build walks in. Arjun!
Straightens immediately.
Oh, holy shit.
You should know better to put the stock away before you read it. Hello, Master Theros. Please don't break Arjun. She is so small and delicate.
Hey, I'm a big tough girl. I can get to the top shelves just as easily as the bottom ones.
At that point, Lord Theros reaches down and kind of grabs you by the scruff of your neck
Oh,
and
boy.
lifts you up almost effortlessly, because he's half orc, you see.
Oh damn.
And he grins, but it's a fatherly grin. It's kind of like a, I'm going to start teasing the ever-loving fuck out of you kind of grin.
Uh-huh.
Yes, well, you can be as sassy as you want when you don't need a ladder to get to the third shelf.
I don't. I can climb that shelf without a ladder, all by myself.
Yes, but the fact that you need to climb at all.
Well, yeah, but you'll break your back if you lean down to get the lower shelves, so who's the real awesome person here?
Oh shit!
Was that an age joke?
I don't know. What do you think?
He narrows his eyes a little bit. It's very hard to tell with you.
Exactly.
He kind of drops you on top of the desk, not like behind the desk, but on it so that you're standing on it, so you're a little bit more at eye level with him.
Mhm.
All right, so he crosses his arms. Tell me exactly why I should let you read this before you put it away in the inventory.
Well, it does need to be annotated because Velkin has a very weird way of writing down his languages. He doesn't go in an order that really makes sense to anyone who hasn't read most of his journals already and knows how he thinks. So for the average reader, trying to get into it it's gonna be a little daunting. So if I can read it first and make some annotations, maybe make a guide, it'll make it much more accessible to your average reader.
You hear a straw just fall down outside.
And as soon as you say journals, Theros opens up his mouth to say something, and then Landing kind of shoots him a fucking wicked glare, and Theros kind of snaps his mouth shut. Right, yeah, journals. Fine, I guess you make a point there. You can read it, but I don't see the point in reading in the middle of a fucking series of journals.
Neither do I, because we only have books 3, and now we have 4, but then we have 5, and we're still missing the first, 2 of them, and then the couple after, so hopefully we'll be able to finish the entire series at some point. But at least this way we have something. I can't tell if it's just genuinely quiet or if
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
cut
say,
out.
did everybody? I was like, shit, what happened?
Testing.
Sorry, we cut out
There
for a
we go.
reason.
There you go.
Reason.
So
Yeah,
as Theros just kind of eyes you up and down for a moment and rolls his eyes, he reaches behind him and pulls out a sack, and he slams down 2 leather-bound books, one with a Roman numeral 1 and one with a Roman numeral 2. Don't say I don't do anything nice for you.
Aw.
Thank you! Oh my god, I'm so excited. I need to get the other ones so that there's a connecting thread. I need to make sure I find it so that, I'm so excited!
I'm getting diabetes from her.
So as you kind of scamper off, Theros looks over at Landon, and he says, thanks. They're from you. She doesn't need to know. Now just please keep her on track. And while Nereos is in the back, please be kind to him. I can tell he's had a very long day. And then Landon walks out and leaves Theros And before he could step any further, he looks down at the downed figure on the ground, and he clears his throat. Ahem!
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey up there. How you doing?
Astrad, what are you doing?
Landon. Lots of things.
Is laying down one of them.
Obviously, I'm glad you're using your eyes today.
Why are you laying down on the ground?
I heard what was going on in that hell house, and I'm just not here for it.
It's not a hell house, it's a
It's a hell house. He just kind of stands up.
Now,
Pops
with
his collar.
Valerios and with Arjun, you could tell that there was some kind of fatherly patience there. With Astrad, you could tell that it has fucking melted away immediately.
He looks like 10 years old.
Yeah, pretty much. His hair turned inexplicably gray.
Is Dungar on the ground?
Yeah, Dungar's still on the ground.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick him up and like dust him off a little bit.
Oh, thank you. I almost forgot what it felt like to be hungry. Oh, wait, no, there it goes. I see your head is still talking.
Mm-hmm. We don't want to deal with your snarkiness today, Dungar.
Well, fuck you.
I mean, maybe later.
What?
Yeah,
What?
shut up. He just puts the hat on so he stops talking. For the time.
So, I understand why you won't come into the library with me, but
Hell house, and no, I will not go. No, there's no fucking way.
I think it would benefit you in the long run.
They really won't. Just kind of staring at him.
I feel my organs failing around you, Astrad.
You want me? What do you want me to do? Like sing you wish happy birthday, or make you wish better, or
Come along, Astrad.
can I do prestidigitation in his face?
Sure, what are you doing?
Just like actually like color spray, but non-violent color spray.
Are you turning his face a different color?
No,
or-
it's literally just it's like a powder of color. That's like in his face.
He coughs and he kind of waves his hand in front of his face like, oh,
See, because I like you, that one was free, sir.
thank you, Astrad. So he kind of waves over at you. What's next on the list? Where are we going?
He kind of opens up his hands and kind of like a energized scroll appears. Looks like we have one more, but I don't know his name.
I believe it's Vlalmud, but
Oh wow, that's a name.
casual shade. I heard Joel's like offended, like
It's like almost like he would just like pop his head out saying, sorry.
Walmodextrous, Macaroon, and now what's his name?
Valmirius.
Walmodextrous. Walrus. Walmart. I don't fucking know.
Leave that tall one. Wall-E, as in the Pixar movie.
What the fuck's a Pixar?
What the fuck is going on?
It's when a bunch of pixies get together and put on a play.
Sir, your age is showing. Are you getting Alzheimer's? You look like you're kind of losing it.
Around you, Astrad, I am constantly losing it.
Good, that's exactly what I want to hear.
By the Majestic. Walking down the street, he's got his arms behind his back in a very regal kind of almost pompous manner.
Mine's like almost a runway catwalk strut. Like, you know how like models are trained to walk in that certain way? That's what's going on here.
And you know, the really embarrassed I'm hiding my face because I'm surrounded by idiots kind of thing.
For him or for
Landon.
Okay. Mine, Strad's like nose up in the air because you're not worth looking at type of thing.
Expect that for some reason.
You should, but it's your appreciation is not cared for.
Whatever. So, as you guys are currently walking through the square, and the square is quite possibly the most bustling part of the entire society. It's a very long and a very large kind of divot in the ground
Mm-hmm.
where you can see the seal that's keeping the malignant.
So it's circular.
It's circular, yeah.
You know, sir, I always wondered something. Square, if it's circle.
That's one of life's many great mysteries.
No. This is something that needs to be answered.
Again, with the your words, Estrada. Do you want to explain to me what your words mean?
Well, your words are garbage,
Hurtful, for some reason.
but accurate. Your common words are odd. They're not like mine.
I believe that's a good thing.
He just opens up his scroll that's got all the names and like notes and stuff, and Ingy like shows it to him, because like that's Astraw's writing, quote unquote.
I don't. What is? It's just.
It's proper communication.
It's one long line. It's not even a list. It's just a line.
Well, at least it's more understandable. At least you see a line. I see a line that means something.
Noted, Astrad. Noted.
Look at this. Okay, no. Get over here. Get over here. And he just kind of like wraps an arm around him.
Please don't involve me in this.
No. Now we're doing this. Okay, look. So he's using prestidigitation to kind of like cause sparks in there. Why does this, and he does like an M, look like an upside down version of this? And it's a W. But why is this called a W when it's not two U's next to each other?
Well, in some.
Why is this not this?
Oh, thank God, somebody's coming over.
Yeah, you keep defending your pathetic role.
Hey, look! It's the court gesture.
Oh my God!
Hello, Tomlin. Hello, Tomlin. Tomlin and Tomlin.
Oh my God! Tumbling and tumbling?
They're the fucking hicks of the society.
Okay.
Hey, look, it's the court wizard. Hey, check it out, Tomlin. Oh, man, I bet he's got some good tricks up his sleeve today. Oh, but he won't do nothing unless you pay him. Hey, you, wizard, don't fucking ignore me.
Oh my God, he's just like standing there.
It's aggressive.
Just like
Rednecks
head tilted up, eyes flaring, and just trying to breathe.
You can hear, like, you and Landon can hear Dungar go, you could set them on fire. No one would miss them.
Dunga, what did I say about indulging me in my homicidal thoughts?
Do them, and I'll be quiet more.
Hello, gentlemen, how are you?
Hey, we got some money. Show us a magic trick.
Okay, how much do you have?
He throws a sack of copper coins at your stomach. I got that much. Make it work.
I'm just gonna look down at it, and then it's like the prestidigitation again, but it's like spark in the form of a hand flipping them off. That's all you get.
That's lame.
I'm gonna kick it back to him, by the way.
That's lame. And he picks up the copper coin and he throws it. Do it again.
Oh my God.
Okay, Tomlin, that is quite enough. Don't you people have anything better to do? Yeah, we got some farming to do, but it ain't fun. Well, make it fun.
I could set the crops on fire. That'd be fun.
That would be fun, but not for them. They don't matter. They're barely mouth breathers.
Yes, then I might as well burn their entire livelihoods down. I mean, I want to. Dungar wants to.
I told you to not listen to the hat.
Feels like he's the only one who'll just stare at me.
Because he's telling you to burn things.
Can I pick up the coins again? And
Yes.
just like now they're like scorching hot and throwing them at his face.
Who, Landon's?
No!
I was about to say, what the fuck
No,
is
the
Landon?
fucking tumbling and tumbling.
Yes, you can. They
Yeah.
get fucking.
They're scorching. They're like red.
They get hit in the face. It lands on his fucking potato sack shirt,
God.
and it bursts into flames. And then Tomlin tries to put it out, and then he gets caught on fire.
Oh, good. Start dancing.
And they're kind of tumbling around.
Oh, now you've got your namesake, darling.
Ironically, that is how he got his namesake, by being caught on fire and tumbling around.
Oh my God.
Not everybody in the society is a breadwinner, babe.
God.
So, as Landon rubs his eyes in such a defeated way, he kind of taps you on the shoulder.
Hmm.
Let's go.
Oh yes, I don't want to be seen here.
All right, Joel, what the fuck is Val doing?
He is doing whatever paltry kind of commoner-ish work there is to do around here, because that's part of the shtick, part of the deal with the society. He helps them. They keep his name and booty clear from the records. That
I
includes
really hope
manual
booty
labor.
means something else in that.
No, yeah, for once I'm not playing a perverted character.
My God.
I'll
For all you listeners out there, Joel has a very nasty habit of playing man whores.
I mean,
Wow.
with Kate's character, it's going to be hard to resist being like, oh, what the hell was that?
You tell us, dude. It was your mouth sounds.
Yeah, I was about to say it was your noise.
I'm a little giggly today, so.
So I'd imagine if you're just doing menial labor around the place, I could imagine that would transpire to... what would be a good thing for you to be doing now?
Well,
probably moving crops.
I mean, that could
Not
work.
Tomlin and Tumlin's crops.
Thank God. But it's like he's doing all this crap, but he's also like, hey, if you ever need a sword hand, I'm here. Otherwise, just let me do these crops in peace. I don't want to poison anybody again like last time.
You have a very rich history, don't you? I don't want to poison anyone again.
I don't want to poison anybody again.
Ah, Valmond.
My name is Valis. Please just stick to the second identity thing, please.
Ah, yes, of course, I'm sorry. I simply wanted to make sure how you were doing today.
Nobody has gotten poisoned, I swear. And if they did get poisoned, it's not my fault.
I'm happy to hear that your poisoning has not gone successfully today, but... And you can tell that kind of happy, fatherly kind of patience comes back, even though Estrada's like 5 feet away from him.
Waving.
Val waving.
He's not actually waving.
Aw.
He's like looking at his fucking magic phone or something.
No, he's looking at his energy scroll.
He's like looking at
Making
magic
lines
Reddit.
in it.
Making magic Reddit.
Magic Reddit.
Magic Reddit.
Playing fantasy Angry Birds.
Angry wargs.
Angry cockerels.
What is the equivalent to Hearthstone in this?
Probably Hearthstone.
Jen.
For all we know, World of Warcraft is literally just World of Warcraft. In a more magical way.
What in good God is Warcraft?
That is a good question. So, do you have anything that you request of me today? I just wanted to make sure you were the last one on my little walk around the society. I wanted to make sure everything was okay. That's all.
Oh no, everything's fantastic. I've been able to work just perfectly fine on my lonesome, just not getting in anybody's way. Thank goodness. They don't trust me to cook anymore, which given last week's function where 3 people mysteriously developed a severe case of diarrhea, I understand why they wouldn't want me to work that place.
He holds up his fingers in a very heavy quote kind of positioning. It's like, yes, accidentally.
I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure it was accidental.
It's all right. We simply won't allow you near hot things, food, or essentials for a while until we can figure out exactly what caused it to go so wrong.
He gives like a very dutiful like thumbs up, like, yeah, sounds good.
Though I do have to question, how has your sword training been doing?
Oh, that's one of the few pleasant things that have been going on for the past week or so. It's actually been going rather well.
Always good to hear. With any luck, perhaps if you want to continue down the path, he kind of pats you on the shoulder, you'll be able to join the guard. Make this place a little bit safer for everybody.
That would be nice if I were to take the assumption that they won't just immediately decline me for how non-guardish I look. I mean, he kind of like wiggles his glasses and just points at his like scrawny body and just like, I'm not exactly regulation for the guardsman job.
Be that as it may, we are a society of expanding our own horizons. I mean, he gestures over to Estrade. Look at Estrade.
Isn't everybody always looking at me?
I mean, isn't everybody always looking at her? Him.
him.
I'm sorry.
I'm
so- I'm
Did
so-
he say her?
I'm so.
Oh man,
I'm
we
so
fucking jumped into this
Did he in
immediately.
character say her?
I'm so sorry.
Did he?
Say no, Joel. Save the
No,
character.
no,
Save your character.
no, he didn't. That was me mentally slipping because I was looking at all the pink and I was like, oh god, so beautiful.
He can, that's the whole point. He can be a beautiful man. Okay, whatever. We're continuing.
I'm sorry.
Well, you should also know that you should never judge a book by its cover. After
Hell book.
Strahd, now is not the time.
Hell paper.
Strahd is still not going into the library, is he?
He refuses, and frankly, at this point, I've stopped trying to make him. Frankly, I think we lose less books doing that.
Like a water in a canyon. I'll just wear you down eventually.
It's showing.
I'm wondering which one of you will be worn down first.
Oh, it's absolutely going to be me. He is not of this realm and will completely destroy me mentally. I am a shell of my former self. Strahd giving like fucking thumbs up in the background.
More like a hair flick of like, it's working.
So, I simply wanted to
Incredible.
make sure. What was that?
Just snarking.
Oh, typical one. So, I do hope that we'll continue with your training somewhere down the line. But until then, I have to go make sure everything is properly aligned with the seal.
Sounds good. I'll just be here, not breaking or killing anybody.
He looks over your shoulder and he clears his throat. Your basket's on fire.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm just gonna like blow out the finger, the flame that's on the tip of my finger.
Landon is glaring fucking heavy daggers at you.
And Val's just like throwing his hands in like wild directions, like
Can I
fire.
create water over him and like
Yes.
just drench him in the basket in water?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I apologize on behalf of Strahd.
It's okay. I deserve it.
Don't apologize for me. He's lucky it was free.
So you're saying that he would have had to pay money to have you set his basket on fire?
Not the weirdest thing I've been paid for.
I do not and will not question that fucking statement.
Part
I
of
poured leeches on someone one time. That was fucking weird.
Why? What? Why?
I don't know. They just asked for it.
Val's glasses crack at that. Like,
It was a lot of money.
once more, I need another new pair of glasses.
We've met everybody in the group and you're all a bunch of fucking weirdos. Awesome.
It's like perky and sassy for Gwen's character, weird and weird for Najee's character, flamboyant and fabulous for Caitlin's character, and apologetic and really, really jittery for mine.
Weird and weird introverted. Thank you.
Everyone keeps breaking up for me.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
What's up?
disconnect. Everyone keeps breaking up for me, so I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Hey.
There we go.
All right. So, does anybody have anything else that they want to do? Because at that point, Landon officially, reluctantly, the most reluctant he could ever fucking be as a human being, lets you out of his sight.
Oh god.
Reluctantly. He has eyes everywhere.
Good. I'm used to that.
Does anybody have anything that they want to do at the moment
I'm gonna let
before the day ends?
Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody else go first.
I don't know, Notch, do you think that Valnerios and Arjun would be aware of each other's existence? Since they're both in the library all the goddamn time.
I would think so, because like I would assume that Arjun goes to like, you know, put books up, and then there's like, you know, book sections missing. She goes in the back, there's nobody there, and there's like entire stacks of books.
Immediately, this relationship reminds me of Freak the Mighty.
I'll have to look that up. Yeah.
Nobody knows the reference.
Come on. That's a fucking book I read in elementary school. That was practically fucking required reading.
Oh dear.
Okay.
She so I think she takes the whole stack. She goes and retrieves books 3 and 5 of the lexicon off of their shelf and takes it back to the table stack and looks around and says, "Well, I'm going to leave these books here, and if some invisible, mysterious book fairy decides they want to read these before even I read them, which is really special treatment, I'll have you know, you can read these, invisible book fairy, and then I'll take them when you're done."
By God, I really hope Walnerios' title in the library is Book Fairy.
Book fairy.
By God, I hope that's a thing. Now here we have the mysterious Book Fairy. Don't fucking call me that.
I don't know if they've ever talked, but that is what Arjun has taken to referring to him as.
That
Is
is
it-
precious.
It's like as soon as Arjun walks away, like fucking one just basically dives for those books. It's like, yes.
That's me basically whenever I walk into Second and Charles.
Dives for the new releases. Yes.
Oh my God, it's the special edition Harry Potter Gryffindor edition.
My fix.
My
If only I
brand.
could inject ink
My
directly into my
brand.
pen.
God damn it. I don't know why, but that's just the funniest thing to me when just somebody yells out, "My brand."
Even
Like, what the
funnier, League.
I think that's it for the time being.
All right. Well, Nerios, did you have anything you wanted to build off that, or was that basically what you wanted to just fucking dogpile on the books and sniff them?
No, I am going to, but then I'm just gonna like slowly make my way up, and then I was thinking about using my my disguise self, but then I actually remembered what Landon told me, so I'm just gonna very, very cautiously just walk out into slowly into public view, and then just walk up to Arjun.
Slowly cranes head back.
I would just have the two books just at this point pinched between my two forefingers and my thumb. And I'm just well, you were excited to read these, so I figured I'd let you take first read. I appreciate it though.
You're a really tall fairy.
I just read what Michael wrote.
Wait, what am I right?
Damn it! Now that you warned us, I'm gonna be thinking that much harder not to do it.
So
While Nerios is getting ready to kick in a door, everyone's thinking about it. Don't do it, 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 don't do it.
excellent. Yeah, Arjun is 3 feet tall. There is a 6-foot difference between these two.
Jesus Christ!
I'm imagining Master Blaster now. You people in your fucking references need to get caught the fuck up.
Adds to the
Wait,
list of
wait,
things
wait!
to
3
research
feet
later.
tall? Are you like a gnome or something?
Yes, I am a
halfling?
gnome.
Oh my god!
So we have a human. What are you?
I'm a Koron.
A Koron. A Philborn.
See, it's really hard to say.
Firbolg.
Firbolg, that's it.
It's Firbolg.
Sorry, it sounds very like Norse mixed with Swedish.
I think that's the point.
It's gross. And a gnome. Together
Yay.
they save the world.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Arjun is going to very slowly reach up and stand up on tiptoes to take the books out of your hands. And she says, "Man, I wouldn't even need a ladder. I could just sit on
A
your
little bit.
shoulders
Yeah.
and reach the top shelves."
Oh my god, I can picture that right now, and it's adorable.
Hey, do you want a job?
I can't hear anybody.
Gwen, you're cutting out a little bit.
Okay, let me disconnect and reconnect.
Sit on his head. Here you go, bud.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, I'm a sheep.
Oh, yes.
Beep beep. Sheep.
She still has her head craned all the way back and is like, do you want a job?
Job? Here?
Yeah, like a professional book stacker. I mean, that's what I do. Sort of. I mean, I also do a lot of other things, like translating books into Common and into some other languages, but I don't know how many languages you know, so that's probably not a good one for you. But, I mean, we always need people who can move books, and
Those
they're
are
really
all my
heavy.
languages.
Not a lot of people...
Jesus Christ.
I'm talking a lot, aren't I?
No. No, you're fine. That actually sounds really nice. That way
Really?
I could be around books all day and then actually get to work. I mean, I've stayed here for 4 days. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but yeah,
Well-
I kind of have a little mini setup in the back.
You are our book fairy. Awesome. People thought I was going insane. No, yeah, I mean, since you're already here all the time anyway, and I mean, it's probably a good idea to be, well, you could work for board, that's what I do. I kind of live here too. I mean, off the side, I live in the barracks, but, well, if you like it here, I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think that might be good. I think that sounds good. That Theris guy though kind of unnerves me.
He's cool. He's a big old teddy bear.
Get back to work, Arjun!
Okay.
Well, that was precious. I am giving you both inspiration. Najee already had
Hey.
inspiration.
I know.
Who wants to go first on their daily regimen?
Well, I got a little confused on what Val does, Vlad.
He does a lot of menial
Menial things.
menial labor and stuff because he's trying to keep like under wraps because he's from royal blood and lineage. So he does a lot of that. He does if anybody like in the society needs to hire him for being a sword arm, he can do that. He's kind of a jack of all trades sort of person. As long as it doesn't draw too much attention to him, he's good with doing it.
So I'm gonna go up to him.
Oh no.
Ew. Hello, Strahd.
Hi, kiddo. Still on fire?
No, everything's pretty wet.
Do you want to change that?
I'd rather not be set on fire, please.
So you want to be a squire boy?
No. Where are we getting at with this?
Immediate offense. Immediate offense.
I don't know where we're getting at with this. I'm so sorry. I've been overtaxing
you
myself.
Should fucking be. I just offered you a job.
Oh,
I mean, you look pretty fucking miserable. I mean, I can leave you in your misery.
No. I've been working in 120 degree weather for the past week. I really need something that's indoors and probably tidier.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
Excellent.
I wanted to show you. How about you just take a look before you just reject it there, kiddo?
Sorry.
It's okay. You'll learn to be sorry a lot.
Oh god. That was the most ominous thing I think I've ever heard. in this
I kind of paused for a second, like, what? Wait, what? What does he mean by that?
Yeah, but
Guys, I'm gonna have to kink shame.
you're going to learn to be sorry a lot. Why?
That's not what a squire does, but I like where you're headed, kid.
What do kings do?
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Val.
Vagabond. Got it. Come along, Vagabond.
So we have Walmart, Macaroon, and Vagabond. Got it.
Walmart.
She already said Walmart.
Yeah, he's big and blue.
This works, I suppose. And then he just follows along.
So I'm gonna use this 1 second.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Calm down. It's not you. It's not that. It's not that fucking impressive.
Also, I'm staring at all the languages that Wally and and Ostrad like know, and I'm just like, what the fuck did I miss out on?
Well, to be fair, one's a nerd that stays in the library, and one can't read. So
Yeah, like it's my counteracting for not being able to read or write, and the fact that he speaks multiple languages.
for
So
reasons.
yeah. So I'm gonna take him back to the tavern that I stay in permanently because I
Mhm.
refuse to stay in the fucking wherever the fuck the chief lives. It's probably a hut. Is it a castle?
It's the nicest hut.
No, it's a hut. Okay. No, not
It's-
staying there.
It's the nicest hut.
So this is like the same one I've stayed in ever since I came here. And just don't leave. And I get to stay there for free. And they probably hate me. But I love
oh
them.
yeah.
But I love them.
Oh, you love them.
I do love them.
Still in the society though, right?
What do you mean? I don't actually love them.
I know. I was about to say it's still in the
Yeah,
society.
No,
Okay.
this is where he's been staying this entire time.
Okay, yeah.
Like this is his
home.
I guess.
That was some really heavy emphasis on the quotations.
His means of stay. How about that?
Good enough.
His temporary housing.
Sure.
What does it look like?
It is the most stereotypical fucking high fantasy tavern you could ever imagine.
Of
It's
course.
very Lord of the Ringsy, prancing unicorn. Whatever the fuck
It's a
called.
prancing pony.
Prancing pony, whatever the fuck it's called.
Let's call it the prancing unicorn now.
Sure.
So we go to the prancing unicorn.
Fuck yeah.
Honey, I'm home.
And everybody in the bar just collectively,
You know, that's an elongated version of my name. I'll take that.
what? How? What?
It's ah. It's screaming and my name.
Technically, that's the first letter of the
Shh, don't talk to me with your hell speak.
alphabet. What? Hell speak? What? I just figured I don't.
I brought a friend. He just
Hey.
immediately cuts him off. Just
Hey,
like,
Val.
I brought a friend.
Hey, Val.
Hello. his glasses are.
Do you know Vagabond?
His name's Val.
His name's Vagabond now. I'm buying him.
His the other lens of his glasses cracks at that. Like.
Did Gwen miss that? Because that was great.
I think she missed it.
Did you
Yeah,
miss it?
I cut out.
Gwen,
no.
your internet is faulty and it's missing all the best shit.
I know, right?
Oh, sorry.
It was.
What happened?
Better than my internet.
What happened? Fucking
You fucking said that you were buying Vagabond.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you know Vagabond? His
Oh, I
name's
did hear that.
yeah. His
I-
name's oh, okay. His name's Val.
Vagabond.
I'm buying him. I can name him whatever I want.
And then
Sorry.
the other lens to his glasses just broke like sort of noise came out of his
Sorry,
mouth.
Val. I'm out. It's out of my hands now.
You're a twink, aren't you?
Oh my God! What?
Hold on. Who are you talking to, me or him?
I'm talking to nobody, sweetie.
Okay.
He's just gonna look over at you and go, he does this a lot.
So, Vagabond, do you have anywhere to stay?
I stay in the common areas like everybody else. Nowhere
Do
fancy.
you want to be everybody else, or do you want to be somebody special?
I don't need to be. I don't need to be special. Like
Yes,
there's, it's not like I'm like royal blood or anything, or that I want to be. Like, what are you trying to get at?
That's probably exactly what you are. You're just trying to be sarcastic about it. That's what you are, aren't you?
No.
No.
You know that fucking meme where it's the stick figure with his finger pointed up and it looks like he's gonna say something and then he fucking puts it down. And
Yeah.
puts it- That's Val right now. Hey everyone! It looks like something fun's about to happen.
What the?
Oh man, are we about to get our first fucking counter roll of the game?
Mhm.
Wait, what? Is this being
I'm
aimed at
casting
me?
charm person on you.
Jesus.
What? Wait, what am I supposed to do?
Wisdom saving throw, Joel.
Oh fuck me!
Oh shit!
Oh, he actually beats it.
Oh shit. you feel a very subtle sensation, like a buzzing at the very pinpricks of your mind, at which point you manage to shake it off enough, because it's obvious Estrada is not putting that much effort into it.
Hmm.
What the hell was that for?
I was just trying to butter you up a little bit. Tell me about your secrets.
My secrets are meant to be secrets. They're not meant to be shared with other people.
Okay, I've lost interest.
Thank
so do you
God-
wanna be
thank
a
God.
squire or not?
Sure. Does that mean you won't try to charm me anymore?
Would you know that it's a charm? I imagine it's more like.
Well, I imagine it would be like
Probably
I imagine it would be like a tickle in the head, like you would know, kind of, that something
imagine
weird.
They know if it ends, but they don't know if it's been casted.
It's probably the
Oh.
effect. It's probably the sensation of your brain itching, and either way, you don't like that feeling.
Oh,
So I
okay.
imagine you don't want it to happen.
Ew.
I guess.
He just nods to the job offer because it's like, if it means that they won't pry into my secrets anymore.
Hey everyone, Val's got secrets.
Damn
If you
it!
touch my squire, I'll fucking kill you.
Hey everyone, Val doesn't have secrets.
Hang on, guys. It's gonna be noisy. I'm gonna shut down Discord and reopen it.
Okay. If you touch my squire, I'll fucking kill you.
Never mind.
I just saw the picture Gwen posted up. I
So
guess.
is everyone having fun so
I'm
far?
having so much fun.
Yes.
Najee, your lack of appreciation.
Boy.
Boy,
Boy.
Kick in the fucking door. Who's ready to learn, kids?
fucking hodgepodge, get out.
Oh,
Fuck that shit. Immediately Papyrus out the fucking window.
I'm gonna take all of you idiots and put you through Taz again.
Ah,
We should have an anniversary session of Ted's.
I'm saying.
Like, redo the campaign. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, but with all the knowledge.
Yeah, I know.
See how fucking far we can speed run Taz.
Oh, that's what we're doing now, speed running.
I don't know what speed running is, but it sounds like fun. Hey, Lucretia, knock that shit off.
So I'm used to people fawning over me constantly, and you seem like an okay person.
The biggest compliment.
He's physically in pain.
So, like, imagine he's saying okay and cringing heavily at the
Yeah,
same
that
time.
is like he's like turning his like entire being.
It's like sucking on a. It's like
Sucking on a lemon, yeah.
warhead.
And this was being addressed to Val.
Yeah.
No, I'm charmed by you. I get very
Apparently not though.
I get very nervous when people start to pry around in Val's secrets.
Oh, calm down. It was like 3 days ago.
You keep trying to cast magic on me like I'm some sort of guinea pig.
That's exactly what I should use you for. Oh my god, you're a genius. Well, no, not that much, but it's something along the lines of being smart.
And to the fourth wall, he says, "What did I just do?"
Well, you started some comedy gold.
No, I'm gonna make sure that he's dressed in fine clothes. I've already bought fine clothes for him.
Good, because he was wearing parchments.
Yeah, so I'm throwing it at him.
Duh.
Wear this. I don't want somebody wearing a potato sack around me. I've already been through that once before.
They're still on fire and tumble by the door.
Oh, is what? Tumbling and toppling?
Tumbling and Tomlin.
Well, as long as I don't be set on fire, I'll be perfectly fine with this. And he just rushes off to change. Because he doesn't want to be set on fire or drenched in water again.
I respect anybody that wants no physical harm to come to their body.
I think we're done with that then.
Okay.
At least I am.
So in that case, with new relationships started and stranger relationships beginning, and whatever the fuck Estrada and Val is going to eventually evolve into, it's going to be very concerning to say the least.
Don't worry, there's a plan for it.
I'm sure. The next day starts almost normally. And when I say almost, well, it's mostly because...
I mean, not at all.
Yeah, it's pretty much not at all. As the morning sun begins to peek up over the entirety of the society and light it up, and everybody starts waking up at the crack of dawn as they've become so very used to doing, they notice something very weird. They notice a figure walking down the empty street that could only be described as Main Street. He's wearing a long cloak with his arms currently hiding underneath it. And behind him, it's a creature you guys have never seen or even heard of before. It looks like an alpaca with lime green fur and 4 faces. The faces
Okay.
on the sides and the front and back of its head, each one wearing a different mask.
Well, I'll give it points for creativity.
A happy mask, a sad mask, an angry mask, and a funny mask.
Is there a fucking done mask?
I'm having Zelda flashbacks here.
Is it
You've
happy?
met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Is there one that's just like fucking done with life?
Yeah, that's the angry face.
Okay.
You said it was happy, sad, angry, and what?
Funny.
Okay.
The laughing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the comedy tragedy mask on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
And he stands there in the middle of the street. And he closes his eyes. From what you could tell. You could tell from his position, he kind of like relaxes a little bit. And then he flings his hands out on either side of it. And his voice goes booming across the society, almost like it's magically amplified. Ladies and gentlemen of the society, I come to bequeath you freedom of the shackles that have been put upon you. I come to set you free. But more importantly, I've come to set your prisoners free.
What the fuck?
That doesn't sound good.
And at that moment, the strange alpaca creature steps forward very calmly, and its head twists around.
Oh
that
no,
the
what the fuck?
So that the angry mask is currently pointing forward. And then a spray of red ink shoots out of the eye and mouth holes.
Oh wow.
Oh God.
Oh
Does it look like
no.
blood?
It looks like blood.
Oh.
And it shoots out, and as you all know, you don't got to roll about this. Red ink is highly volatile, and as soon as it touches the huts directly in front of it, they burst into flames.
Well,
And naturally, panic is immediately started upon. And this strange creature begins running around the society, its head twisting around every so often and spraying 4 different kinds of inks: red, blue, white, yellow, and green.
so
And there
It's
is
no black.
Hmm?
It's no black.
no black.
Okay.
And as that's happening, there is chaos. And no matter where you guys are, whether you're at the temple, the library, or doing your menial jobs at the tavern, there is screaming happening. And general chaos as the fire spreads and the cold spreads and acid melting through solid stone.
I'm assuming people.
And
Jesus,
people, yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
There are people getting mowed down outside.
immediately is directing people away, trying to calm the fucking panic. Grabs Wally's ear like, hey, I need to be on your shoulders right now.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and just wait. Him or her?
What?
Are you a him or her?
Arjun?
She.
She. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right, so I'm literally just going to just like pick Arjun up, just like with one hand by the waist, and just like literally just put her on my shoulder, and just we're gonna walk towards. Well, I'm gonna walk. It may seem like running, but I'm just normally walking. But walk towards to this weird alpaca thing.
Yeah, meanwhile, like yelling out to people, trying to get them to calm down, redirect them, get them out of the city.
And thankfully, while Nereus is such a eye catcher, people are quick to notice that, and they start going the direction that Arjun is currently gesturing to. So while they're all redirecting the panicked traffic, What is Val and Estrad doing?
Well, he can be doing whatever he wants.
All right, what's Val doing?
Took notice of this, and he's repositioning himself on one of the rooftops, ready to come down and strike the creature. Like, he's trying to keep out of sight, out of mind, and ready to attack when necessary.
Mad respect. And as that's happening, the creature is currently walking very casually, almost in a terrifying stalking manner, as its head randomly twists around to the funny mask, and the yellow ink sprays out and hits Tomlin, who screams, seizes up, and goes down. But basically the creature is directly underneath you.
Underneath who?
Underneath you.
Like,
Oh.
it's aligned underneath him.
Yeah, like
under
from the
building.
rooftop.
Yeah.
Okay, well, is there like an obvious like thing that I should be targeting on him? Like, is there like a
Well, it's an alpaca, so I imagine any part from the feet to the head would be a good
diving
spot to swing
down?
at.
Diving down, I brandish my scimitar first ahead of me, while I hold my warhammer with the other hand, and I go for a stabbing motion from above. Hopefully, advantageous considering that I was trying to be stealthy about my approach.
Go ahead and roll that attack with advantage.
Oh shit! I don't have the thing.
Damn it, Joel! This is not your first foray into D&D.
No, I didn't have the thing say give me the option for roll advantages.
Ah, okay.
Advantage toggle. There it is. 17.
Yep, a 17 hits.
Yeah, damage.
Yep, go ahead and roll.
Damage.
Nice.
Wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
The creature
Damn.
gets slashed into the spine, and you cleave this thing directly in half. But the effect does not take root. Because you see the inside of this creature is not basic blood and organs that you would expect from another living creature. It is a horrible, chaotic swirl of ink on the inside.
Oh my god.
What the f-
And once you land on the ground and your scimitar hits the ground as well, you notice very small threads shoot out from the separate halves, kind of connecting to the other half, and then quickly yank it together again. At which point, this thing twists its head around in a very unnatural manner, and it's pointing the angry face directly at you.
Well, I
And
have a
it's going to
second. I had a second attack. Like I have dual weapon shit, so I was wondering if the second attack happens before or after he counters.
You're not level 5 yet, so you don't get a second attack, but since you do have the scimitar and the warhammer, you would get to choose which one you get to attack with.
Oh, okay. I was confused by what it means. Like with two weapon fighting, it says it talks as if I can use both weapons at the same time.
I think that just means you have proficiency with them.
I can double check later.
Yeah. Our D&D nerds can correct us.
Yeah.
Our D&D nerd. There's no plural in there.
Yeah.
So I don't think an 11 hits, does it?
Nope.
So this thing sprays out a pillar of red ink that shoots directly at you, but through your very quick fleet-footedness, you actually manage to dip off to the side as it bursts into flames and catches onto the hut right beside it. And before you have a chance to reallocate yourself, it breaks into a dead run immediately in front of itself.
Oh,
And it is
fuck.
around the corner and gone.
Oh, fuck.
Estrad?
Fail.
I'm running to that fucking paintbrush, my dude.
Oh, yes. I should tell people that the paintbrush that the Majestic used is still in the Society.
Yeah, I'm running for that shit.
Okay.
Gonna fucking
Good
take that
information
shit.
to know.
I'm so sorry.
No worries.
So as you make it to the shrine, if you will,
Mhm.
of the Majestic.
Mhm.
You are met with a sight. Normally, the Majestic statue is holding aloft the paintbrush, which looks like a very typical artist paintbrush, with a very large inkwell on the back of it, like a glass inkwell. The Majestic statue is completely destroyed. It is now rubble,
Okay.
and the strange cloaked man is now in front of the rubble holding the paintbrush.
Hey, boss man, that's mine.
He's going to turn around very slowly, and he's going to look at you.
Get strike a pose.
Do you know what you're dealing with right now?
No, but I think that's the point. That speaks volumes for itself. Anyway, that's mine. I've been waiting to get that for a very long time.
If you want this, he's going to kind of shake it a little bit, and the tip is going to flare out, and it's going to be coated in black ink. I want you to try to take it from me.
I mean, don't mind if I do. Do I need to roll initiative? I don't know what's happening.
Well, let's see. Let's roll an attack first and see how this goes.
Okay. What am I gonna do? How far away is he?
He's about 20 feet away.
Oh, that's it. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it.
Can I move it all?
Yeah, you can move.
Okay, so I'm gonna just move 10 feet closer.
All right.
It's not the damage of it that is the issue. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
I mean, he takes 4 automatically, but he needs to make a dexterity saving throw. He does not make it. He's knocked prone.
He's knocked prone?
Mhm.
He falls over onto the ground and lays there for a moment, still holding tight onto the paintbrush.
I'm gonna fucking take that shit.
You're going to take it?
I want to take that shit.
Now, it's during his
Yikes.
turn, so does that mean he still gets around, or does he have to use his movement action to get up?
And he has to.
Half
Yeah.
his movement to get up. He can still do things.
Yeah.
All right, so as he gets knocked down, he quickly pushes his way back up and gestures with the paintbrush.
But I was already taking it. He was not prone.
Well, wasn't it his turn? Because you moved like 10 feet.
No,
closer
I still get 30 feet in my total turn. I did one spell, and I can still grab something.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's like something stopping me from doing it.
No, not that I can think of. You two are alone.
Do you want me? I don't want to derail anything.
Oh no, trust me, I have ways of making things happen.
Okay.
So, as he's knocked prone and you grab the paintbrush out of his hand, he suddenly snarls and reaches into his sleeve and he pulls out a pulsing black satchel.
Oh, so you got one of those sleeves of holding too, huh?
He's gonna dip his hand into it. He's gonna pull it out, and it's coated in black ink.
Oh shit.
And very quickly, he swipes a hand down so that's in a spike formation.
Oh boy.
He's gonna grab it as if it was a solid object and jam it into your leg.
Ow! Can I not dodge it or anything?
Well, I'm gonna roll him. If
Oh,
you're
okay.
Armor class.
Oh, okay, my armor class. Please roll low.
Oh,
God.
that's not
That's gonna hit.
I think that hits.
that's not
Yeah.
low. Michael, you were supposed to roll bad there.
Damn it! Plot dictates otherwise.
Oops.
Okay, ow, but I'm still alive. All right.
So while that's happening, as he gets up, he's going to grab the paintbrush. Do you want to try and make a strength roll against it?
Yeah, with my -1.
Oh dear.
Am I making a saving throw or a strength roll? It doesn't matter.
Strength roll.
Because they're both fucking pretty much the same. I almost got a 20.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
with my -1
Well,
Fuck
sometimes
yeah.
the rolls
and damaged in the leg.
well, sometimes the dice just favor. But now you got an ink spike sticking out of your thigh. So.
Yeah, I do. So can I like just take a second? Is it gone? Is it still there?
it's
Like,
still there.
okay, I'm gonna take a second and rip it out. Toss it to the
And
fucking...
do a fucking Jim Carrey Ace Ventura.
with the
Yes.
paintbrush. God. What else can I do?
I mean, it's your character, dude.
Calm down. Isn't there another one aside from? There's something else that's like get the fuck away from me spell that I chose. Hold on, let me some of my actual spells. Oh yeah, this one. No wait. No, that's just my.
I think I know what you're talking about, and didn't you swap it out?
No, I kept it. Okay. I'm gonna try this.
This ought to be interesting. Wow. Okay, we're doing this again. Ooh.
He's charmed. How about you just let me go ahead and take this, and we'll forget this whole little leg thing happened.
Well, he can't really do much because he's just kind of frozen in place, just kind of staring at you.
Gonna head the fuck out. Is that okay?
That's fine. I can't stop you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking leave with the paintbrush. Thanks.
All right. Gonna go ahead and do a quick roll myself then.
Why?
Well, he can't do anything.
Oh my god, is it the fucking alpaca?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to me?
Llama, llama, llama.
Why are you doing this to me?
All right. Okay. So you leave with the paintbrush.
I do.
The place is still on fire.
Cool.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna leave with the paintbrush. I'm gonna
Okay.
draw like a fucking circle with the paintbrush.
Okay.
Can I tell if it's like to another dimension or not?
You have never used this thing before in your
Great,
entire
so I
life.
still need to work with it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because as of now, you just draw a ring in the air with the black ink, and it kind of falls to the ground. You
This is
basically-
fucking worthless.
You basically need a circle with the black ink.
Oh. Can I try to find the chief then?
If you want.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna hide the paintbrush, but okay.
So while the village is burning, how do you use the paintbrush?
No. I'm not gonna let anybody know I have it.
I don't think with a 13 I see Estrad with the paintbrush.
You do not see Estrad with a paintbrush. You see Estrad making his way very quickly down the way. but
Very
he's-
injured.
very injured and with a limp, and his other leg going very stiffly, so he's kind of like Frankensteining down the fucking street.
I'm
Because
gonna.
where are you hiding
grab-
the paintbrush? This thing is fucking huge. It's like 3 feet long.
Probably underneath my cloak.
Okay.
Because I have a really long robe cloak thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Volnerios' head and turn it towards Estrad and go, "Let's go that way. He looks hurt."
I'm gonna catch since we're in the vicinity. Val will run over to us, Wally and Arjun, and be like, "Okay, anybody know where that damn alpaca went?"
Alpaca.
That's a weird sentence to ask in the middle of all this.
His keeper just stabbed me in the leg.
The thing that splotted red ink.
Oh, look, it's the pipsqueak in the Yeti.
Sorry for raising my voice.
Oh, okay. We can deal with that in a second. Are you okay? Do you need healing or Yeah,
Kind
you
of
know
hurt.
what?
Kind of hurt a lot.
Some question. Here, Wally, can you put me down for a sec?
Sure. I'm just gonna gently put her down on the ground.
As we're all still walking at full speed, double timing to keep up. I reach out and put a hand on Estrad's arm, and her hands start to spark up with gold yellow sparks, and I'm gonna drop 3 points.
Hey, you're not near dead anymore.
You know, if you didn't speak that hell speak, I would say that you'd be kind of helpful. Thank you.
I mean, I will take that as the compliment it was surely intended to be. You're welcome.
Oh my god, is Arjun baby Angus?
Or is she the smooth jazz Angus?
I choose to
Oh.
take that as a compliment. You're welcome.
All right, so-
you're kind of going in the wrong direction. Out of town is that way.
Great. Thank you. Gonna be heading off. Oh, anyone see the chief? Because, I mean, society is fucked.
I haven't seen him, no.
Well, I'm glad you have some information on what's going on. Do you care to share?
I was asking, what? I don't know anything.
Breathe deeply. Okay, no, you know what? Actually, that's a really good idea. We should find the chief, make sure he's safe, make sure everyone is out of here, figure out what is going on. We should go.
Thankfully, the chief, Landon, is not too far away because you can hear him screaming orders at some of the other people of the society, such as, quick, get those barrels over there, that building is still on fire, the ice is spreading, be careful of it, and don't touch the green shit for the love of God.
Private Barry, get out of the alley.
I just thought of that. Oh my god.
So, runs up to him. What's going on? In order. What's going on? What needs doing?
I don't know what happened. I woke up and everything was on fire, and that thing, and he kind of gestures over to the alpaca as it fucking faster than light, it is a lime green blur, just kind of shoots past you guys, and as it does, its head, all four of its faces, by the way, are now spraying ink like a fucking fire hydrant on a top.
Oh, Jesus.
Currently going fucking nuts over there. That thing happened, and the man with the cloak, I don't know where he went.
Oh, yeah, he was just over at the statue.
His eyes go almost painfully wide, and he fucking books it to the shrine.
Okay, I am gonna book it after him as fast as I can go.
Yeah,
Same.
I'm gonna pick Arjun up and then go after him.
And the shrine's like,
By the way, he just looks up at Wally and says, haven't I seen you in the library before?
now is beyond not the time.
He's our local book fairy, but we can talk about that later when the town isn't burning. And
Oh, he is the book
freezing
fairy.
and
You know,
storming.
all three of you is praying to your satanic god. This is probably what summoned this thing in the first place.
Sorry.
Mother of God.
So, as you guys make it to the shrine, you are met with the sight of the cloaked figure currently kneeling down where Estrad left him before, with the destroyed majestic statue directly behind him. And Landon runs over to the cloaked man and he grabs him by the shoulders. You! Who are you? What have you done? Where is the paintbrush? And the man just kind of looks up at him very slowly, and the hood actually falls back. And it's not a man you guys have ever met before, but he's got black hair with a white stripe going through it, dull gray eyes, and almost sickly palish yellow skin.
Ugh.
And Landon, in the only time you've ever actually seen him be physical with literally anybody, full hand, fucking open palm, smacks him across the face. Where is the paintbrush? And the man slowly, shakily lifts up a hand and points it to you, Estrad.
What?
Turns
not-
very slowly.
Yeah, turns very slowly, like, excuse me?
Are you gonna believe him? I mean, he just killed tons of people.
I'm gonna do an insight check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an insight.
Same here.
Oh, okay. 3
Fine.
fucking insight checks.
I'm really bad at insight checks.
Oh,
apparently.
Should I roll deception or something?
Probably.
Probably.
Fuck.
I'm gonna shut up because it's not my call anymore.
As far as you guys
bad.
can tell, he is indeed telling the truth. Estrada is telling the truth that he does not have the paintbrush. But due to the fact that the chief has now turned around to address you four, it doesn't matter what's going on. What matters is we find that paintbrush. It is absolutely imperative that and you see a black spike sticking out of his chest from behind, and the black-haired man kind of glaring daggers at his back as he sticks a little bit forward, and Landon kind of falls to his knees.
What the
God damn it, I needed him.
And then he's going to look to you, Estrad, and he's going to reach into his satchel again,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to pull out another handful of ink, and he's going to draw it very quickly into a bow and then into an arrow.
Okay.
And he's going to knock it back.
Do I have enough time? Because that's a lot of time.
Yeah,
To
can I just
draw
like
it.
charge this motherfucker and draw my blade on him?
Yeah,
Yes.
can I just throw him at you and that's your movement?
Fastball special.
Oh my god, it's Pan Pan and Randy Savage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Let's do it.
All right, I'm throwing
You
you.
guys shocked me.
I'm throwing you.
Do we need to roll anything for this, or is it just happening?
You know what? Fuck it. It's just happening. This is what now.
Okay. So what I'm gonna attempt to like knock this guy clean out with the hilt of my sword.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack at the very least for that one. Because
Oh,
you're
boy.
fucking Oh wow. Okay. So he gets smacked in the head immediately with a fucking sword hilt. Well, there he goes. What are you doing?
I am like still extremely in shock, but like I'm actually gonna head right over the Landon and like I'm going to drop a spell on him, Cure Wounds.
All right. God damn. Fuck, you guys are fucking this guy up.
I want to get in on this action.
Yeah, you do.
To do a thing.
Oh fuck! I didn't do it as a roll. I'll fix that later.
1d8 plus your spellcasting ability. Not bad.
That's 7.
And-
That is 7, right? Yeah, that is 7.
Yes, that's right. So what do I need to roll for Chromatic Orb?
You roll nothing.
Oh, so I just take the damage.
Yeah, it's of my choice.
Oh, wow.
And
What
I
level are you
want
casting this at?
just one.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I just rolled really well. I want it to be acid.
You want it to be acid?
Yeah, acid damage.
Okay.
I want to burn his face.
Okay.
Disfigurement.
Okay. So it's a very horrible, horrible Actually, before we do that, because I know Val wants to get on this shit.
Yeah, go
too.
ahead, Val.
Val, how else do you want to fuck up this psycho?
Yeah, it's nothing as showy as everybody else. It's literally like just charging down the pathway with both scimitars. By the way, I'm changing it to fucking scimitars because I apparently mistook the rules for how two-weapon combat works.
Yeah, I was about to say, it'd be broken
good.
as fuck if you
I was like
had
a
two attacks.
warhammer.
Yeah, sorry, I had rushed it because I realized I forgot to put what I had written down for his weapons. You get what I mean. But yeah,
I
I'm
get ya.
swinging in with one scimitar, followed up by the other one directly at his acid burning fucking ugly face.
You people are pseudo crazy, but go ahead and roll that damage.
First
attack.
weapon,
God.
Damn.
and then second weapon,
Damn.
and I get to add my ability modifier, which is my strength to the damage, so that's 11.
So what happens in this transition is this. The sword hilt first slams into this guy's face, and it knocks his jaw completely loose, dislocating it. And then when that happens, the chromatic orb slams directly into his face, and it begins eating away at it immediately. And then the scimitars come down, swing, and cut into his face. So basically what is left is a bubbling, sizzling, slashed open, gushing hole where this man's head used to be.
Well,
He's
he's dead.
Turns around. If we kill him, we can't ask him where he came from.
That's kind of the point. I mean, oh no.
And when that happens, something very weird happens around you guys.
Uh-oh.
The metal spike that went into Estrade's side, or his thigh,
Mhm.
the metal spike that is currently sticking out of Landon's chest, they suddenly turn back into the viscous ink that they were before, and they fly up and start swirling around and quickly go into the man's stump of a head. And then it starts to bubble up slowly.
Oh my
and then
fucking
it
God.
creates features. And then the man's head is back where it used to be.
So are you like Jeepers Creepersing me right now?
Pretty much.
Oh my fucking God.
I don't like that.
Oh shit.
Oh crap.
Well, I don't like you either.
Witty one-liner. Let's just kill him again.
And he's gonna grin at that suggestion. He's gonna bring 2 fingers to his lips and whistle very shrilly. And then you hear the soft clopping of hooves behind
Can I
you.
leave? Can I just say fuck this place and leave?
Well, let's see what the alpaca has to say.
Oh my God.
Does a 16 hit you?
Come on, yeah. Well, I'm unconscious. Thanks.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh shit. Fucking
Well,
alpaca,
fuck.
dude. It's okay. I have another spell.
Oh, hang on, guys. Mistake on
Okay.
my part. Alright, so the alpaca is very slowly going to start walking over to you guys. And its head twists over to the happy head, which is the lightning head. And you can see lightning beginning to spark up behind its mask.
Can I decapitate it?
You can try.
I am going to do that thing. Or make the attempt. If my character sheet will open. Thank you.
Yep, you hit it.
Hella.
You cut very deep into this thing's neck. And it opens up, revealing the chaotic little spray of ink that's currently inside of it.
Mhm.
And just as before, it kind of falls back down.
Well, that's not going to work.
Valerius, it's your turn, I think.
Oh fuck. All right. God damn. Is Landon okay?
Yeah,
Like,
Landon's
is
fine.
breathing and
Yeah, he's good.
okay. All right. Fantastic. So let's see here. God damn me and my super limited spell slots at level 1. All right.
Well, considering the
am-
fact it was on an NPC, how about if I give you that spell slot back?
Nah. It's all good. All right. So I am. Let's see here. All right. Excuse me with the names. I'm still learning names. But Caitlin, I'm gonna give you food and health and life.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations. You have 8 HP now.
Thank you. Fully back up to health.
Oh, yes.
Ow.
The cloaked figure is now extremely surprised and pissed off beyond all reason. And he looks over to the alpaca creature and he screams, "Contingency plan!" And the alpaca spins around and he runs the fuck out.
Okay.
Fuck. Well,
And and the cloaked figure grins as he kind of slowly picks himself back up, and he says, "There's more than one way to skin a cat, and more than one way to free prisoners.
Excuse me, boss man, who is the prisoners?
Landon looks up, and as he's trying to suck in air, because again he's healed, but he's still got a fucking spike to the back of his.
Well, you
everything.
you said it. You said that it stopped. It just dripped away and became the guy's face.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying he still got stabbed. It healed, but it's still the
Yeah,
leftover.
I'm just saying you said that he currently had a spike sticking out.
No, I said he had a spike sticking out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Landon is going to look over at you guys, struggling to breathe, and he's going to roll onto his side, and he says, "He must be speaking of the malignants."
Oh,
Oh,
I know what those are. Oh, hey everybody, I know what those are. Nobody cares. Okay.
Congratulations! I'll give you a cookie after we're done fighting.
Fuck.
You have to stop them. I don't know what they're doing, but the malignants cannot be freed.
Sorry to break it to you, boss man, but we literally decapitated him, and that didn't work. So,
I have a question. Do these things count as like alchemical objects? Is that a thing?
Yeah, these things are constructs, basically.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll my artificer's lore. I get double proficiency on rolls that have to do with figuring shit out about alchemical beings and stuff.
All right.
So that's going to be a history check. Oh. That's my proficiency. So that's a 12 total. That doesn't help me.
I did not mean to use that.
Okay, well, that was kind of useless. I got a 12 total.
Well, here, I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to take a crack at it, too. I don't have double... No, wait, I already added it. All right, so yeah, I'm going to do a history at least to see, anything general about that. Oh, fuck.
I was trying to figure out any way to, like, permanently down these things.
Due to the fact that you are currently a part of a society that deals with magical ink, and these things seem to be magical ink constructs from what you can immediately tell. You know that the 4 major inks, red, yellow, blue, and green, can be nullified and ultimately destroyed by the use of black ink.
Huh. So, I'm gonna... Well, what's his face is still standing there, right? The alpaca just fucked off?
Yeah, Alpaca's gone, Cloak Dude is still behind you guys.
Okay. Gonna plant myself in between Cloak Dude and Landon and say, "So, sir, I think we need some black ink."
Black ink, of course. Of course, there's the black ink reservoir on the east side of town. It can't be too far. I believe it's still undamaged. If you can get there, this nightmare can be over. And put it on a quick break because I got to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Break.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Well, I'm torn because we need to go find the black ink, but also I don't want to just leave the town to this asshole.
Well, I'm gonna go to the black ink.
I'm actually going to stay. I'm going to stay.
I'm gonna look.
Arjun, I think you'd better go too.
Yeah, I would like to trust him, but I don't really, so I'm gonna make sure he doesn't get in trouble. Thumbs up.
Is she talking about me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Pipsqueak's going.
I sure am.
Oh boy, my lucky day.
It super is.
It's super not.
You'll learn.
You two, they're about to unleash the end of the world.
Okay, I'm going. What's the squire doing?
Squire is wait. What the? The squire is coming along as well.
Good on you, vagabond.
Also, why are there two of Astrad on the map?
We need to
I
go.
just figured because he's
Yeah,
so
what the
fabulous that
heck?
one token couldn't
This is
contain him.
this is not fair. Not
Or just
fair
make
at
my
all.
token super big.
We need a ghost.
No, delete one of them and just make the other one super big.
But we need a ghost.
But too fabulous.
Too fabulous for me.
Yeah.
Stop.
Taking up all of the limelight where he belongs.
Why
You
is
see the color of his eyes now? Fantastic.
my cheeks flushing red?
Because Estrada is amazing. Unfortunately, he doesn't swing your way, but that's okay because I'm sure he appreciates.
I
the love
know. I know. This is Joel, the role player who's like fawning, not Val.
I'm sure Val is too.
Probably.
Don't fucking deny it.
I'm not even gay.
anyway.
So we're gonna go to the reservoir. Do we know where it is? Do we have to like roll history or something?
Now you guys have been in this place long enough to know where the reservoir exactly is.
Don't know what it is, but I know where it is.
Well, it also helps that you actually have two people that care to know everything about this town. So
True.
you are met on the other side of town, just outside, just before the farms start, with 5 very large metal containers currently containing the 5 separate ink types. And thankfully, they are painted the different colors to make sure you know which ones they are. It goes black, red, blue, yellow, and green, starting from left to right.
Cool. So I'm gonna start dumping out. I'm gonna reach into my my pack that I've been carrying without realizing this entire time. I'm gonna pull my inkwells out of my priest's pack and start dumping them out on the ground.
Hold on a second. I need to make sure that I can hear everybody perfectly fine. Is that okay?
Okay.
Sorry.
Bleep bloop.
Say something? Somebody said something?
Something.
Something.
Okay, I can hear you. Thank you.
Huzzah.
Zooey.
Is Yeah, Arjun is dumping out the inkwells on the ground and looking at the barrels going, now how do we get the ink out?
I mean, we could break them.
I feel like that wouldn't help us because then we wouldn't be able to get any of the ink. It would just soak into the ground.
I mean, we could get it up with magic.
Oh yeah, you can do cool stuff.
Yeah, I can.
Well, I mean, we still wouldn't be able to leave any of the ink for anybody else, but I mean, I guess this is extenuating circumstances. Okay. You said these barrels are metal?
Correct.
Do they have spigots?
They do.
Oh.
Oh.
Because I was gonna kick it over while she's having this moral dilemma. But if there's spigots, then like that's like less physical work.
If anybody has any other like containers that we can put ink in, might be a good idea. I don't know how much we're gonna need, and these vials are kind of small.
Isn't Dungar an limitless void, kind of like a bag of holding?
Mhm.
Can I put it in Dungar?
Oh my god.
Answer that yes.
Dungar, hold your breath, darling.
What are you? You see the red eyes that currently make up the brim of his hat just kind of roll backwards.
No, he's just got one big eye on the top.
Well, it rolls backwards.
Yeah.
Insert lewd joke here.
Gwen, I'm disappointed in you.
And then he's just gonna like wipe his chin, quote unquote. Don't leave any on your face, dear.
Yeah, he can't breathe, so.
Well, he can now. Calm down. Once it's over.
It's not making it any better.
So I was only able to get one color though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think you'll be able to do that again. Do you think you could do that 5 more times?
Eat me.
What?
You're saying choke on it.
Okay.
This is the angriest hat.
Well, you're using him to hold fucking ink, so.
That's true.
You gonna put it on your head?
Okay. All of the ink falls out. Bye.
No, it does not. But that would be funny.
Fucking living
Excellent.
bags of holding and what have you.
Wonderful.
So you guys
in
have
that
the ink.
Well, at least the black ink. Does anybody want any other ink?
I'm gonna take a little bit of the red and a little bit of the blue in that case.
Taking a lot of green.
Just starts drinking the green. I saw the hat do it. I can do it.
I still need to ask. I keep forgetting what green does besides
Green
defense.
is poison, and it lowers the armor class of anybody you swing at for each charge you put in.
Okay. God damn! Why can't I keep that to memory? I'll write it down. Sorry.
Once we start using it, I'm sure it'll be a lot easier to remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You
new
just set
new
up the
concept. We gotta get used to new concept.
Yeah, this is just setting up the
Yeah.
world. It'll all make sense later.
Yep.
Yay.
All right,
Okay,
so you have
so
various inks. What to do now?
Well,
I guess
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
would guess we I would guess we would head back.
Back to Landon and Walarius? Walarius?
Walmart.
That's it.
Oh,
Wall-E.
Walgreens.
And then we play some Splatoon.
hell yeah.
You're a kid now, you're a squid now.
What'd you fucking call me?
Kind
But
of hurting, low key hurting Strahd back in that direction.
Like everything is in my entire being is telling me to run because I've got the ink, I've got the brush, but I've got no fucking way to use it, and I can't read. Fuck.
You see the dilemma your character.
Yes. Okay.
I love this.
all right, so real quick, while they're gone, Barnarius, he's just gonna stand between him and Landon, and he's just gonna you're not gonna win. I hate to spoil that for you.
The cloaked man is gonna grin. And he's just gonna tilt his head to the side and say, I'm going to win no matter what you try. I've been planning this for years. Everything that the Majestic has been building dies tonight.
What drives you? I'm really sure it's not just pure destruction and malice. There's something behind your reasoning. There's a reason behind what you're doing now of all times. Why?
You see the cocky smirk grin vanish from his face. And he's going to stare at you with the look of a man who has everything to fight for and will do fucking anything for it. You give up some things, chasing after a dream. My reason is my reason. But regardless of it, the world burns.
Ah, okay, so you are crazy.
Eloquent.
I just thought you had. I'm sorry. I just thought you had, at least some reason behind that. really weird skull of yours. So all you want is just destruction. You know, people like you never win, even in history. The River Wars, Battle of Listhard Castle, the War of Four Kings, all of those historical events, because they just wanted power. And look at them now. They're just history. And you're next in line.
He grins a little bit.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, but how does that saying go? Shit, how does that saying go?
I feel that on a spiritual level.
How does that saying go? Oh wait, fuck.
Oh, wait, how does it go? Caught.
Najee, I don't know what those things are, but now I want to figure them out.
I actually told Michael like I'm actually creating like lore and backstory. So these are actually historical events that have happened in the realm.
Holy shit, I'm so excited.
Gwen.
What?
Stockholm syndrome.
Yup.
Well, yes. But you have to remember, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends, the ones who start the strife, the ones who give the heroes something to fight for, legends never die.
Oh, that's how it goes.
Well,
You voice in my head.
Well, I hate to be a disappointment, but you are indeed going to die. May not be today nor tomorrow, but I can assure you, you will not be victorious. And here's a good saying for you: despise the enemy strategically, but take him seriously tactically.
I love this guy.
You may be some crazy megalomaniac bent on destroying the realm. But you know what? You met all your secrets, all your promises. Enemies' promises were made to be broken.
So I take it these two are just gonna fucking quote at each other for the rest of the time. So
Yeah, no, I'm trying to like reason with him and saying like, listen, dude, no matter what you're gonna do, it's not gonna work. But I'm thinking he's hell bent on fucking just going through with it anyway.
oh yeah, for sure. And I think at that part, at the end of that very cool fucking heroic one-liner, the others come back with the ink.
Please, please get her away from me.
She's so nice and knowing.
Just kind of like shoving her along a little bit, like kind of shooing, but like she's so small, she'd probably fall over.
Is being uttered.
I've got all of the ink.
You have the ink?
Yep. How does it work again?
Just pour it on him.
Why?
Because if he truly is an ink construct, then it'll disrupt his form.
Isn't that a little bit of a waste? Don't we need? Can't we just save some of it too?
Do you want to
We don't
save the
exactly
society or not?
But no, I want the ink.
Strahd,
Yes.
what's more important, your ink or our lives?
Well, wait. Am I including the lives part?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Everybody, yes. Well, it is quite possibly the most nightmarish thing possible. This thing gets poured with black ink, and if it makes you feel any better, you practically took the entire fucking reservoir. You didn't spill all of it on him.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
No, I thought you were.
Oh
like,
no, I was like, he said that he said, can I save some of it?
Well, yeah, that goes without saying. I thought
Okay.
you meant no.
I was like, can I just
I'm
pour
not
some of
expecting
it
you
on
to
her?
dump an entire fucking
It's just
300.
like, it's just like
I'm not expecting you to pour
a
300
waterfall.
fucking gallon of black ink on this guy.
God.
That's what I thought was happening. But
No, fuck.
Okay, yeah. No, then
Right.
yeah, just gonna pour it on. But he's still mad about it.
Oh yeah. So this
on
guy.
A scale, on
So
a
this-
scale of 1 to Roger Rabbit, what are we dealing with here?
Oh, it's fucking Count Doom, Judge Doom. The outside of him, first of all, melts away. So all that's left of him is a skeletal ink creature underneath him, kind of like an entire skeleton made entirely out of ink. And he starts to writhe and scream and buckle and then just collapses into a puddle.
No, his insides were as ugly as his outsides. What? Don't
was-
fucking clap for me.
What a waste.
But it was necessary. Good job, all of you. Now, how did you get here so fast after dealing with the llama creature?
What?
He ran away.
Oh, that can't be good.
He said something about a contingency plan, and it just ran off.
Oh, that must be worse.
Well, I mean, whatever they're looking for, it's kept here, isn't it? If it's not here, then we have time to prepare for it to come back.
If we could just find the paintbrush, I'd feel that much better about it.
Oh, sorry about that. It must be gone now. I mean, he's destroyed. It would have been on him. Unless it was destroyed too.
In that case, then the realm truly is doomed.
That fucking sucks. Stop glaring at me!
No, you know what? You know what? It's gone on for too long.
What? No! No! No!
Yeah, 50-50 shot on
No,
this.
please! Wait!
Okay, fine.
Wait.
Convince me.
Wait, okay. Wait a second. Is it I asked you if it was actually derailing anything.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I can work with it either way.
Okay, then why are you about to, like, bust me?
Because I want to know what you guys are going to do next.
Well, we don't know where the alpaca is headed.
Is there any other way to use the ink as a defense or the weapon that doesn't involve using the Majestic's brush?
Are you asking me or are you asking Landon?
Landon.
Simply putting the ink on... Ugh. You must be careful, though. The ink will not work for everybody. Only those blessed enough will successfully be able to use the ink.
What's so great about the paintbrush, anyway?
It's capable. He kind of stands up. He's kind of rubbing his gut where he got stabbed and kind of double checking it.
I'm gonna help him up.
The paintbrush is capable of creating literally anything with any kind of ink. Constructs, creatures, people, portals, anything.
Can I have advantage because they were helping him up?
Sure.
Oh, look, the paintbrush is in the puddle. Just gonna kick it over with my fucking heel.
This is the
Oh.
paintbrush. He's so excited he's not even going to question how the fuck it got there, but...
I'm so fucking pissed. I got stabbed for that. I used a spell slot for that. I'm so mad.
He picks it up very
Very
quickly.
slightly.
He picks it up very quickly, and he looks up, and he goes, "The realm might still be saved yet.
Hooray.
We have to get to the seal right away."
So mad. That's like literally everything he wants right there. That's already so selfless.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, whatever. I don't want character progression on the first fucking episode.
To make you feeling better, it's fucking reluctant character
Oh
progression.
shit.
I mean, I'll have the opportunity to steal it again, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Michael,
Yeah,
I meant to roll perception. Do I have to roll again or can I keep that 20?
perception.
Fuck. Fuck! Okay, never mind.
What were you trying to notice?
I was trying to see if I could figure out how the paintbrush magically appeared,
Nope,
but
to
I
you
am
it
not
just
going to beat a
magically
22 with a 5.
appeared. Nope, to you it just magically appeared.
I'm just gonna, for whatever reason, I'm gonna use prestidigitation. Just like,
Poof.
yeah.
So he goes limping out of the shrine, and he goes immediately screaming over to the town square.
follows top speed.
Oh look, we're back in the town circle.
And in the divot where the seal is, you can see the alpaca creature currently going around the outside and spraying the multiple color inks around the edge of the seal.
Well, you should probably stop that from happening.
He looks over to you, Estrad. You still have the black ink, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to get that thing away from everything.
Okay. You want...
He's gonna jump into the seal.
Okay.
Okay.
So wait, hold on there, Chiefman. You want a distraction?
We need this thing dead.
So I don't know what you're asking me.
Pour the black ink on it!
Okay, how? Yeah, just stay there, Alpaca. Let me just, give you a nice lather of black ink. No.
Valnerios, Val, get down here. We need to hold this thing down so we can melt it.
And he just jumps down and is all too ready to help.
All right, jumps down and just like, oh, and by the way, if we're holding and like doing like strength-based things, I actually, because of my race, I count as one size larger.
Oh.
And, for
Damn.
determining, push, pull, lift, any physical non-combat-y stuff.
Hot damn.
Excellent. I'm gonna jump in there too.
I'm not.
All
I'm
right.
gonna fucking stay here.
All right, Estrad. A big important part of performance is timing. Exercise that really good timing.
Oh, yeah, no, perfect. Let me just do a few stretches. You need to do a few stretches first.
Oh,
Is
oh
that gonna give
dear.
me advantage on anything?
Oh dear.
Sure, on your
God.
next.
Sure.
On your next athletics roll. Alright, so everybody that wants to make a dash for this thing to try to pin it down, you are more than welcome to.
Actually, wait, will they do the dash? I'm actually going to go ahead and attempt the spell. Let me see
Okay.
here.
Excellent.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cast command.
Holy fuck. Oh.
Yeah, it's just all the thing. I just put everything in there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just tell it to stay. So it has to make a wisdom against my DC, my wisdom spell save.
Go ahead, make a wisdom roll.
And I wanted it to do it at the same time that Estrad is captured its that stupid alpaca's attention.
So let me get this straight. I'm like luring it over to the seal where everyone's waiting to pin on it.
You guys are already in the seal. They're just trying to keep it pinned down where you could just pour the black ink onto it.
So where is it now?
It's currently on the outside of the seal. Like, there's a big pit where the seal
I
is.
don't get. I'm supposed to, like. I don't know if I'm just envisioning it wrong. I just don't get it.
Are you jumping down into the
No,
pit?
I'm on it. I'm on top.
You're on top?
Mhm.
So they're going to try and pin it down
Mm-hmm.
where you could just safely pour the black ink directly onto it
Mhm.
as they hold it down.
Okay.
Excellent. I think a 20 is gonna beat Najee's save.
Yep, it's gonna beat it. Damn it.
All right, Val, shall we jump this thing?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, what are we rolling?
Roll athletics.
Okay,
Of course, you picked one that isn't proficient.
I like
Oh,
athletics.
shit.
Good enough.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on!
Oh, fuck.
Motherfucker. So
So as,
basically
you
what
guys
I'm...
make, so as you guys make a roll for this thing, he is quickly on the exact opposite side of the seal, and you two basically just pile on top of each other.
I'm trying to jump up in the air, and like, is there any branches or anything?
No, but there are plenty of footholds.
Like, what do you mean?
Jumping into the pit, you have like a bunch of like ladders.
Oh, perfect. So I'm gonna like jump up onto one of those. I kind of like hang upside down and like hold the hat on top. like hold the hat so it's like hovering over. So
All right.
it's just pouring out. So like I'm hooking around with my legs type thing. Kind of like trapeze style.
Right.
Yeah. How do you dodge an acrobatics roll?
While you're trying to pour the ink on him?
Yeah, but like okay. I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question how you dodge an acrobatics roll.
Shrugs.
Oh wait, fuck! I forgot. I can do this thing. All right. No, because I'm just looking. Is there anything? Because I'm almost out of spells. The last one I have isn't that useful. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my fear ball magic. I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn invisible, and I go up. And that ends on the start of the next turn. So I'm just gonna like sneak up on it and basically just manhandle this thing to the ground.
Nice.
Very nice. So you basically grab this thing before it even gets a chance to run away from Astrad's athletics roll, and you pin it down. And as soon as he flips the hat over, the black ink goes pouring out, and it douses both of you in the black ink. And it is a far more volatile reaction than what the cloaked figure had. Instead of there being a skeletal figure where the creature remains, it just looks like it becomes a full black ink figure, and then it starts to swell up, and it starts to swell and swell and swell, and
Oh
then
shit.
Time to run. It's gonna explode.
and then explodes very violently, and
Fuck.
it sends Walnerios flying and slamming up against the wall.
Ouch. Gonna
Taking
run over
2
there and
damage.
check him over for concussions.
-2. Gotcha. 8.
So, in addition to that thing exploding, it splattered black ink everywhere. And anybody who's been in the society long enough to know that the ink that currently keeps the malignants down is the same magical ink that the black ink nullifies.
Oh, whoops.
Oh well.
And it has splattered everywhere, and you see it beginning to glow around the edges, a bright white light as it eats away as the magic ink. And very slowly, the magic ink completely vanishes, leaving the seal directly beneath your feet, completely barren.
Oh shit.
And then
Chief, how do we redraw the seal?
you see him pull out the brush, and you see it start to glow with a bright red aura as the tip fills up with red ink. And he goes to put it down on the ground, but it's far too late. You all feel it at the exact same time. Boom! Something enough to quake the ground and make it shake. Boom! Again, and a massive crack grows across the seal. Boom, boom, boom! And then finally, with one more loud, cacophonous, colossal explosion of ink, a massive red fist bursts out of the ground, sending you all flying across the society.
Ow.
Those of you who are capable of maintaining your consciousness during the entire time are greeted with 5 terrifying images. The first one is a gigantic red dragon made entirely out of the same red ink with massive fiery wings and dripping molten lava breath, and it quickly flies off to the east. Next is a gigantic blue shark-like creature swimming through the air before it drives itself into the ground, and you see the fin quickly make itself to the largest body of water, which is this ocean to the south. What comes out next is a massive, crackling, electrical eagle-like creature that shrieks before flapping its wings and then dipping off into the west. A massive 30-story long snake made out of green ink slithers out of the hole and goes to the north, dissolving the ground as it does. And the last one, a gigantic black smog of black ink, writhing with no conceivable shape, shoots up into the air, and then it scatters all across the realm.
Well, I think we fucked up.
I should have kept the fucking paintbrush.
You still have the paintbrush.
Nope. I gave it back.
Yeah, the chief has it.
And no, I don't. I said I should have kept it.
Oh. And then you all wake up at pretty much the exact same time. The society.
I low-key feel like this is like some weird like Monster Hunter shit, and I'm very excited.
The society is a burning crater of what it used to be. Everything that you guys have known and loved and cared for and known in the society ever since you came here, the temple, the libraries, the huts, the homes, everything that you ever knew is completely and utterly demolished and smashed. There are bodies lining pretty much everywhere. People that you knew and people that you cared for. Theros, a couple of the people who live over at the temple, the countless people that you've done several odd jobs for, lie motionless on the ground. And the only one left standing amongst them is Landon. And he looks gone.
You can't fucking blame him.
Slowly drag self.
I can't believe it's all gone.
But we still have the brush. At least we can do something, right?
He looks down at the brush, and then he drops it. It clatters to the ground, and it rolls a few feet away from him, and he falls to his knees. The knowledge of what the brush could do is lost to time. The malignants, they're free. And I don't know how to stop them.
And I guess we're just going to have to find out. Walks over and picks up the paintbrush.
I'm just gonna like stand up, just like groggily stand up. I was like, you know, there's nothing we can't do. There's nothing to do but to try. I'm going to go back to the library, or at least what's left of it, get every single book about the ink and the paintbrush, and we will put everything right again. I'm just gonna walk off. And start collecting books.
Landon's gonna slowly start looking for Strahd.
Okay. I mean, he's there with his arms crossed.
Strahd, I'm happy to see you're okay.
Oh, back at you. Where's the brush?
He gestures over to Arjun.
Oh, great. Well, this sucks. Sorry about your town. Village thing.
Home.
Yeah, that.
I'm sorry.
For?
He rubs his arm a little bit and then looks off to the side. Everything. I'm sorry to you all. I didn't. He just kind of shuts down.
Kev's gonna let him do his thing.
Don't be apologetic. Don't be apologetic. We still are breathing, so we still have something that we can do for the people that we lost.
Don't you understand, though? The malignants are free. The only one who could face them is the Majestic. And we don't have the Majestic anymore.
No. But we have his brush. And we have power. We're not weak and we're not helpless. There's something we can do, and it's our duty. It's why we're here, to do something about this. This is our responsibility. This is what all of us have lived for. And we are not going to let this world go down like this.
He's going to take a very deep breath and close his eyes before letting it out very slowly and gripping a fist. The Majestic was one ink user. We have 4. You're right. You're all right. We can still do this. We can still save the realm. And he's going to look over at you again, Astrad. Astrad, may I speak to you for a moment? Val, I need you to go find and see if there's anybody that's alive and corral them together. Arjun, go help Walnerius find any books and heal anybody that you can find.
Sir.
Understood.
Snaps off a salute.
So is it going to be a private conversation between the two of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll just mute and talk.
Yeah.
So they don't so nobody else knows it.
Oh, all the crops are burned. All of them are destroyed. Nothing is going right.
There's going to need to be a lot of rebuilding. That's for sure.
A whole lot of rebuilding. I don't even want to begin to think about how much gold this is going to cost us just to get all the wood and all the supplies that we'll need. Okay, I'm hyperventilating. Please, somebody slap me.
Punches your gut. That's about as high as I can reach.
Thank you.
And then Walnerius, she's gonna come back with like a huge ass like bag of books and just like slap the back of your head.
Ah. Thank you.
Good, that's one book. Good.
Material is just material. That's why the land provides for us. Rebuilding is easy.
Well, from one book that I've read, I do know that in every battle there comes a time where we'll find ourselves defeated, but if we continue on, we have a chance to win still. So I don't want to count ourselves out yet.
And then in a book I read, the pain you feel today is the strength you feel tomorrow.
Oh, I've read that book. I still can't believe you're the book fairy that I've heard so much about.
I'm not a book fairy. I'm descended from trolls. So I'm quite the opposite. Not trolls, giants. Sorry. Giants.
You look quite dashing for a giant. I will leave it at that.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
It just bothers me how easily those things healed themselves with every strike that we gave. It's like nothing worked for the longest time, and it was getting agitating.
Arjun, you did say that there were ink constructs, correct?
Yes, they're made out of the different inks, and the only thing that can counteract one of the 4 colors is the black ink. But finding someone who can attune with the black ink is even rarer than finding one who can attune with the other 4.
Are you two attuned with ink as well? Like a specific
I
kind
have
of...
no idea if we know that.
I have no idea either.
Yeah,
Bored.
I'm pretty sure that we don't know that right now. I'm pretty sure.
Also, apparently it's getting hashtag deep. The conversation that's being had. We have no clue.
Well, that was depressing as fuck.
That was longer than expected.
Yeah, that was a lot more emotional than I meant it to be.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so what the fuck is everyone doing?
It was a long conversation, apparently.
We were doing a little bit of role play, talking ourselves about the situation and not giving up, et cetera, et cetera. And I asked a question about if we are like attuned to certain ink, and we were just like, I don't know if we know that yet, if we're attuned to ink or not.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody at the exact same time gathers around Landon right before you guys can do anything else. And he's going to look down at you, Arjun, and he's going to gesture. Hey, I see the pen, Arjun.
Yes, sir. And she hands the brush over.
He's going to take it, and he's going to close his eyes, and you can see him starting to mouth something. And then he lifts up the pen, and he brings it down onto his knee and snaps it directly in half.
What the fuck?
Yo, what?
Whoa, yo.
I fucking needed that.
And then something very weird happens. It's almost beautiful in what happens. The pieces of the ink of the pen begin to coalesce and swirl around. And then suddenly, in front of you guys, there are 5 ink pots. 1 black, 1 green, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 yellow. And they pulse for a second, and they glow. And they make a quiet vroom sound. And then the black ink flies into Astrad's body, and it knocks him back a little bit. The yellow ink flies into Arjun, and it knocks her back a bit. The blue ink flies into Walnerios and knocks him back a bit. And the green ink flies into Val, and it knocks him back a bit.
Where's the red one go?
Flies off.
Off?
Okay.
Off somewhere?
Interesting.
Well, bye, red ink.
There's a secret party member that we can recruit.
Sixth Ranger!
Yes!
Can I note the direction of where it flies?
Yeah, that thing fucking went north as fuck.
North as fuck. All right.
And he literally puts north as
The
fuck.
dragon?
No, seriously.
North.
North
In
was
parentheses as fuck.
north was the snake.
So, okay.
Red ink pots dash north as fuck.
You literally wrote that down.
I really did.
Legit.
No, look.
Look at
chat.
what Kait wrote. As fuck. It's literally called as fuck. Now we just gotta find the little podunk town of as fuck.
Oh my, why am I blushing every time?
And Landon sighs and holds up his hands. I know you are probably extremely confused about what I just did, but
Yeah?
this is the Majestic's blessing. You know by now that we are simply capable of...
Yeah, I know you've got a speech here for a second, so I'm just about to switch gears for a moment. You just broke the brush. Do you know what it took from me to just give it back?
So you did take it.
Yes, I took it. I'm not sorry.
Are you sorry? Why am I sorry? Why are you sorry that I'm sorry?
The squire will be sorry for me.
I own you!
I'm gonna like grab his fucking robes collar. What is he wearing?
Robes.
Robes. I'm gonna grab the front of his robes and just start like shaking him violently, and like cursing in core.
which is a very heavy
It's-
Germanic
Yeah, it
language.
sounds like shrieking.
Ah, pork.
Okay.
So are y'all gonna let your fucking chief
Yeah,
get
no.
manhandled?
No,
or-
I was actually gonna just like use the size and just like push him back. Just boom.
Can I try?
Hold him back. He's not worth it.
Can I try to contest
Do you want to try and do a fucking strength contest with the fucking
No.
Fullborg?
I could get a 20.
I count as
Oh,
one.
Lord.
I count as one size larger. I don't think anything that you can do would do anything.
He can pitifully kick the air and go.
You're dead, man. You're dead.
I know it's very confusing, but there's a very simple explanation. This is only in absolute dire situations. Normally, you would not be able to harness the ink to its full potential, but now that you have the blessing of the Majestic, you are capable of using the ink to its greatest potential. Before, it was simply ink that could catch fire and electrocute people, but now you are capable of tapping into its true potential. You might not know it yet, but you are capable of using it. And basically what that means is you guys can now use your ink as described.
Can it create portals?
The ink is capable of doing anything.
Is it capable of making portals?
That I'm not certain.
God fucking damn it! He's pissed. He's just like, wait, how long has he been here?
Months?
He's wasted his entire time being here. Fucking happy old bird.
Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm happy 9/11 happened. That's the equivalent of what you just fucking did.
Estrada is unapologetic.
You know what? I don't think Hitler was that wrong.
So, step 1, find the red ink and whoever has it. Step 2, learn how to use it. Step 3, save the world. How hard could it be?
I can help with one of those immediately. From what I understand, it's been handed down from chief to chief that the Majestic, he grips his teeth really hard and like it looks like he's struggling to say this, did have family.
Tilt's head.
Cool.
And he gestures off to the west. To the west, if you continue going down past the Yorkshire Mountains, there's a place known as the Ink Wilds. You must find the Witch of the Ink Wilds.
And what you said was over to the east.
Yeah, past the mountain. She will be able to teach you everything you need.
Do you have her name?
She is literally just called the Witch of the Ink Wilds.
No, her name's Flemeth.
Thank you for catching on to that immediately.
I love that.
It's a double-sided reference. Now you all must go. Time is of the essence. The malignant are free, and I cannot promise how long the realm has left. But if anybody is capable of saving the realm, it's you four. I have the utmost faith in you. And he smiles, and he looks at all of you in that same warm fatherly glow he had the day before. You are going to be amazing.
Don't do that to me.
Rude.
I did! My requisite "you're going to be amazing" per session has been completed.
I'm already amazing.
More amazing.
That's not possible. if you thought that was gonna doom the world, wait till you see that.
On your shoulder. You could be even more amazing than you are right now, Strahd.
Not possible.
Well, believe in it, because I believe in you.
I don't believe in anybody else. Believe in the me that believes in you. No.
I'll believe in the me that believes in me. And I'm already my #1 biggest fan. Go me. Did you just high five yourself?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's so egotistical.
And with that, session 0 is done.
Hey.
Yay!
That was great.
I'm very emotional.
Yeah, everyone you know and love is dead.
Well,
Well,
It happens.
You know what? I'm being kind today. Everyone, you're level 2 now.
Yay!
hey.
What the fuck?
Because you did kind of doom the world, which is a great expense in itself.
Fuck yeah. Extra spell
Easy peasy.
slot. Let's go. And I
yay,
get an
got
extra
spells.
spell. And I get an extra spell, I think. I'm like 97% sure I get another one.
I get spells, period.
So this is the joy of feeling when my players fucking level up.
Yay!
Tradition. Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
You get that at 2nd level?
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Fuck yeah.